Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The fifth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I vow to cultivate good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will ingest only items that preserve peace, well-being, and joy in my body, in my consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family and society. I'm determined not to use alcohol or any other items that contain toxins, such as certain TV programs, magazines, books, films, and conversations. I am aware that to damage my body or my consciousness with these poisons is to betray my ancestors, my parents, my society, and future generations. I will work to transform violence, fear, anger, and confusion in myself and in society by practicing a diet for myself and for society. I understand that a proper diet is crucial for self-transformation and the transformation of society. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading More Than Mindfulness, Widening the Field of Practice by the Monastics of the Thai Forest Sangha, and we're continuing in a talk today by Ajahn Sundara called Nurturing the Seeds of Dharma. That is the result. It is not about obsessing with having to be happy all the time. It is about setting up causes that develop the heart-mind in such a way that it can see things clearly. It can have the patience and the quality needed to look at consciousness and its contents for a long time. It's called chanda in Pali, to have energetic interest in what you're doing. That energetic interest can be applied to anything, whether it's the work of concentration, the work of mindfulness practice, the work of insight meditation. It can be applied to any job in your life, to any relationship you have with people, whether it's in your profession, whatever. That takes energy, which is called viriya. Meditation is not just about making the mind relaxed and happy. It goes much deeper than that. In Buddhism, we are reminded that the deeper purpose of the path is the transcendent aspect of the mind. The transcendent aspect which is able to realize nibbana, the end of suffering, the end of pain, the end of greed, anger, and delusion. I seem to have met a few realized people on this trip, and perhaps that's why things seem a bit clearer. They're not necessarily charismatic, enticing, and illuminating people. Not illuminating in a worldly way. They are just cooled down. They are peaceful people filled with wisdom and compassion. It is a pretty good exchange from greed, hatred, and delusion to a mind filled with wisdom, compassion, and clarity. I think the trade is very worthwhile. It's a good business. Naturally, the journey through the mind, through that development of the heart, is a journey that is not straightforward. It has pitfalls because it is a journey through our conditioning. Our conditioning is made up of a lot of unskillful mind states that can lie and fool you. The ego is the most treacherous thought compound. Your conditioning can make you say things you don't want to say. It can make you react in a horrible way to things. It can make you pretend that you are this or that when you are not. It can make you feel good when you are not good. It can make you feel bad when you are not bad. It is a liar. The ego mind is filled with lies, and it's vitally important to realize that, not to take it as your reference point, to know things as they really are. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.